Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talking Raw. I am your host, Chris Kretschmann, and it is nice to talk to you guys on this Tuesday evening. We had Smackdown Live tonight, which I thought was a very good show, but two things that we need to get into before we get into the review. One, please do hit that subscribe button. I want to get to 100 subscribers by SummerSlam, and right now, we might make that number. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I do believe that we will make that number. And second off, Raw Review is on the channel. I know I said that they were going to be combined. I know I said that, but I got home earlier than I expected, and then I was like, okay, let's just film this real quick, and then I'll go take a shower. So let's get into SmackDown. The show starts off with Daniel Bryan. He comes to the ring to talk about the women's division and the two big matches that they had tonight. Before Daniel was about to get into the women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella comes out to say that SmackDown Live is a land of injustice and not opportunity. Says that she brought up past Money in the Bank matches with interferences, and she also said that the match is no DQ. She then said that she didn't break any rules because there are no rules, and said that she never should have lost the briefcase. Daniel Bryan then asked the crowd if they want to see a rematch, to which Ellsworth tells the crowd to shut up, says that Daniel Bryan is a coward and that he made up his injuries to get out of the WWE. They have a face-off, and then Bryan tells Ellsworth that real superstars have a match tonight, then throws Ellsworth out of the building. Security then comes out and escorts Ellsworth out of the building. I have to say, this was a good opening to the show. Carmella has improved drastically on the mic. You could feel the emotion in her voice, and I enjoyed it. Like, when she was talking about how it's a no disqualification match, I mean, she's not wrong. And she did a good job at emoting what she was thinking. And I enjoyed it. Ellsworth is finally starting to carve out a nice role for himself. And look, I actually really enjoy him as a manager. I really do. I know a lot of people hate James Ellsworth, but I quite enjoy him as a manager. When Ellsworth was getting chased out of the building, I legitimately laughed out loud. I was legitimately laughing very, very loud. So that's it for the opening segment. Pretty good opening segment. Didn't blow my socks off, but still, pretty good opening segment. We then get the Hype Bros versus the Usos. I realized before the match started, that the crowd popped big for the Usos. And I like that. The Usos are finally starting to get their just due because they are brilliant at the moment. They're probably the hottest tag team in the whole entire industry at the moment. I hate the fact that the match finished during the commercial. That's one thing I hate. Two things I hate. One, commercials during matches. Two, I even hate this more, when the match finishes during the commercial. That's like my biggest pet peeve. The Usos win, and then the New Day come out, and they have a war of words between the Usos that I thought was fantastic. I really do. I think these two teams know how to hype up a match to the proper extent, and that's what they're going to do going into Battleground. So I'm looking forward to the match at Battleground, but I have to say the wrong team will win those titles at SummerSlam because I believe the Hype Bros should win the titles at SummerSlam. I really don't want to see, I really don't want to see the New Day anywhere near tag team gold at the moment. We then go on to Lana versus Naomi. There's nothing to talk about here. It was a 30-second match that Naomi ended up winning. So, yeah, I mean, I guess Lana's, quote, push is over. She's probably not going to get another chance after that, and that's how it should have been at Money in the Bank. But obviously, due to time constraints, due to the fact that you have to extend the pay-per-view to a certain extent, they weren't going to pull off something like that at Money in the Bank. But that's the outcome that should have happened. So it's good to see that they're actually booking a champion strong on this show because that's something that they've had problems with in the past. Aiden English was out in the ring to sing a song. Randy Orton came out, RKO'd him, then said that he's not leaving the ring until he gets what he wants. Says if Jinder does not come to the ring, he will find Jinder in the back and kick his ass. Shane came out and tells Randy Orton that he will get his rematch at Battleground in a stipulation of Jinder's choice. Jinder comes out and says that the stipulation of the match, get this, will be a Punjabi prison match. I'm okay with that stipulation. I like the Punjabi prison match when obviously Batista and the Great Khali were in it, and then the Undertaker and the Great Khali. See, it's kind of funny because I'm actually going to be at Battleground because it takes place in Philadelphia. So I'm going to be at Battleground and I'm going to get to see my first ever Punjabi prison match live. I mean, obviously I've seen Punjabi prison matches before, but I haven't seen one live. That's really what I meant by that. So I am very excited for that match. And look, I'm starting to enjoy Jinder week by week by week by week. I still feel as though he needs to improve in the ring. He hasn't had that key match. He hasn't had that match that you look at and say, oh, that's a 4 or 5 star. So he needs that signature match before I can really take him seriously. We then have Mike and Maria Kanellis. They come out to talk about how they met over the 7 years that Maria was out of the WWE. Sami Zayn came out for his match against Baron Corbin. So I guess that's the feud going forward. I think that's a perfect opening feud for Mike Kanellis. I think this should all lead up to Ty Dillinger. I don't know where he is, but I think this should lead up to Ty Dillinger beating Mike Kanellis. Because I want to see Ty Dillinger be the next U.S. champion because I know he has it in him. I don't know what they're doing with him on Smackdown Live. It's a damn shame what they're doing with him. And hopefully he's back on TV very soon. We then go into Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. It was an alright match. The only problem I had with it, well, the big problem I had with it is that it served no purpose other than giving Corbin his win back. So I don't really care about these two at the moment. Well, I'm not saying I don't care about these two. Whenever they're in the ring, I don't really care about them. They don't mesh well together. And I thought they would have a good match at Money in the Bank. No, not Money in the Bank, Backlash. But that was not the case. So hopefully this feud is over now. We then get the Women's Money in the Bank rematch. I enjoyed what these women did at Money in the Bank, and I enjoyed what they did here even more than they did at Money in the Bank. I thought this was a better match. I like the way this match set up multiple feuds beyond this match. I can't wait for Charlotte and Natalya, to relive their classics that they had in years past, that being in NXT, when they had that match at Fastlane that last year. That was a fantastic match, and I can't wait to see what these two do going into the future. But I'll say this, WWE will get absolutely no praise from me because they corrected their stupid decision of having Ellsworth win the match for Carmella. Because that's the reason why this match happened. Because there was backlash upon a stupid decision. I mean, that can't be news to WWE. They constantly make stupid decisions, and they never correct them. So now that they made another dumb decision, now they're going to correct it? Nope, you're not going to get any praise in my book. Carmella wins this match, and that is SmackDown Live for you. Like I said, it was a very good SmackDown Live. It flowed really well. That's one thing I'll say. The whole entire show flowed really well. It flowed really smooth, and it did not feel like 2 hours. So I enjoyed SmackDown Live tonight. What say you? Did you enjoy SmackDown Live? Let me know in the comment section below. And before you guys get out of here, I advocate you guys to watch my Raw review and also to hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming out, and enjoy the rest of your week. NXT review will be up tomorrow as well. So look forward to that. We have Impact on Thursday. And then I'll probably do something over the weekend. I may bring back the Talking Raw News show. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, I'll find something to do over the weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it.